He was doing Terminator 2.
You know what? I hit that mic button and it didn't work, but now it's on.
Oh, what?
I am so sorry.
I'm not talking the whole time?
Yeah, that never happens.
What?
But now you're talking.
They didn't hear me?
Let's start over.
All right. Welcome to the Spark of Madness podcast.
Matt's
I'm Ben.
away this week.
Matt, yeah. I'm Ben. This is Aaron.
Hi again.
Okay, we're going to talk about Predator 2 versus Predators.
Do you want to go through the plots of the movies?
Yeah, let's go through the plot of the movie. All right, so 1990, Predator 2...
We're doing so good.
We are. Predator 2 came out, and the plot of that one is 10 years after the original Predator.
Kind of futuristic.
It's supposed to take place in 1997, so not too distant future.
Kind of the same as Terminator, where it's present day for us, but it's completely more advanced technologically.
Not too much, but Danny Glover's gun is supposed to be pretty advanced.
Yeah.
Originally, they were going to reprieve Arnold Schwarzenegger's character Dutch in it, but he was busy doing Terminator 2 in 1990.
A worthy title to be working on.
So instead of the jungle, it took place in Los Angeles.
But the movie does start with a jungle and it transitions into
very clever
LA there. Yeah, I love that.
The cinematography is amazing in it.
There's a lot of the time
really
it's
good.
great.
The director understood visuals. There's some cool effects that they did with the Predator to expand on his toys and his invisibility effect.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with that.
So Danny Glover is a cop.
The baddest cop.
He is, and he has to fight. He's trying. L.A. is in a war zone because of these two rival gangs,
and it's completely out of control. The cops can't do anything.
There's like Jamaican gangs, and what's the other gang?
There were like, it wasn't some kind of Latin.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're fighting, and he fights. So the Predator makes himself known at the very beginning of this standoff, and Danny Glover kind of sees it, doesn't know what he saw.
I like that this movie dispensed with the pleasantries because they're like, you already know.
Yeah,
why waste time?
Yeah, and they did a different direction with it, which is, okay, good.
It may not be a jungle, but it's an urban jungle.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. With Carl Urban.
Guilty.
So he hunts the Predator. They find out there's a group of scientists that know about the Predator, and Gary Busey's in it, or Nick Nolte. I don't remember.
No, it's Gary Busey.
Okay, and they uncovered some of the wreckage, some of the stuff they found in the jungle previous with.
They want to harvest the technology.
Yeah, Gary Busey. It's like
he's always good.
There's a line in there that's so funny that he says that he's telling Danny Glover that these predator species are like big game hunters. He's like, you're the lion, tiger, and bear. Oh my! It's so it's so good with Gary Busey. You know what? I'll take it.
It's bad, but I like it.
It's so bad, it's good. But so at the end, Danny Glover fights the Predator, and yada fights.
Does he win?
He wins. He kills the Predator.
Imagine my shock.
It didn't blow himself up.
Yeah.
And he
tried to.
He tried to, but he killed him. And in this ship that he was in, that he made his way to the Predator ship. There's other Predators, as you can see in the background, dancing. That's kind of like where it is.
That was actually in the movie.
It was. No, it was a blooper.
Did you see the part where the shark came in?
Oh yeah, and
that's now like a running joke.
They
for
jumped
us.
the shark, the fawns. So that one ends with them killing the other predator. The other predators come out, and you think they're gonna kill him, but they give him a weapon, and the weapon is dated back in the 1800s.
It was 1790 something.
They made a comic book about that whole story, which is good, and it's like a pirate.
It's not what you think it was.
No, it's really cool.
Oh, I know about it.
So it's kind of implying that the predators have been coming to Earth forever.
A long time.
And this is the time that Dark Horse Comics made a Predator versus Alien comic, which the comic was pretty cool. The comic was better than the movie.
I'm not a fan of the whole concept.
No, but the comic took place in the future, which is interesting. It was more Alien universe than the Predator universe. But anyways, they made reference to that because there's a glass case of all these different creatures and alien skulls, and one of them was a xenomorph.
Yeah, I like that they don't like completely point at it. It's just there.
So the rocket takes off. Danny Glover lives, and he defeats the Predator.
Boom.
Now, do you want to do the plot of Predators?
Since there's two of us and two movies, I'll take over. Predators is a return to the more. It's a return to the style of the first movie. It's in the jungle. You got it's not an elite team that they formed on their own. It's they were all selected for hunting, and they're dropped off on this big game preserve planet, and they have no idea what's going on, and they have to try to survive. And I mean, the plot doesn't really change a whole lot from there. It's very much a simple plot.
It's kind of a rehash of the original.
But with a couple of twists.
You have Adrian Brody plays the lead, which
an interesting choice.
Yeah, I don't know if it worked for me. They had
I liked him fine.
Topher Grace played this psychopath.
That was a bad decision.
Yeah, he played a psychopath that he surprised he was a bad one. Someone thought he was like not supposed to be there. And then
but you knew something was up because everybody else being who they were.
Lawrence Fishburne's in it as a crazy guy, which is kind of
I loved it.
I didn't mind it. Yeah.
It was it wasn't completely unexpected. It was just a nice little surprise.
But it was a pretty decent movie, and it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, I liked it enough to go see it twice.
What do you think, Matt?
He's not here.
Oh, he's not here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now where do we start? So you know the plot of the movies.
We know the plot of the movies. Well, I fear, but this is not necessarily a bad thing. It's probably going to boil down to which one we like more.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it.
Because I don't know if they're
Let's talk about the pros.
Okay.
For pros in both movies.
The pros of Predator 2, they expand on the Predator technology. They show you lots of cool stuff. I can't say I was a fan of the disc.
Yeah.
The disc weapon. It was a little stupid.
Very Tron-like.
I mean, they used it to good effect, but I thought it was dumb looking.
There was a cool effect when he was cutting the meat board, or the meat...
yeah, he throws it.
But then he slices Gary Busey in half. But there was one thing that doesn't make sense.
Why did his top half stay in the air?
His top half stayed in the air, but his bottom half... Was he on a meat hook?
Well, maybe so. Yeah. You don't know.
No. The Predator in this one is returned and played by Kevin Peter Hall, I think his name is, Harry and Henderson's. I liked the cinematography. We talked about that a lot. Or did
Some
we?
of the shots, like especially in the subway sequence, those were extremely well done with the strobe light and the shaking.
And there was a cool shot when he kills that Rastafarian leader, and he's walking into the
the footsteps in the water. Yeah. That is so good.
And then you see his reflection.
I was astounded by how good that looked for 1990.
Oh, it still holds up.
Because some of the shots in this movie are a little iffy, but some of them are extremely good.
They put more money in this movie than the other ones.
Yeah, I believe it.
I thought it was more violent.
Yeah, it shows more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty grisly.
It is. Bill Paxton's in this one, too, and that's the connection between the alien universe and him.
He gets to get killed by all the alien types.
Game over.
Yeah, game over. He plays the same character in this movie as he does in Alien, doesn't he?
He is. Hicks.
He's like, yeah, I'm the young guy. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah. So, and then, are we just talking about the pros in Predator 2?
Yeah, let's keep going with the pros, because I also liked the urban jungle setting. Stark contrast to the last movie.
Absolutely. They tried something different.
Yeah, and it worked too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put words on why it does, because the first time I heard of this movie, I thought it sounded stupid before I'd seen it. And admittedly, the first time I saw this movie, I didn't think much of it. I didn't dislike it.
I think this movie suffers from Godfather Part 3 syndrome.
Yeah. But there are some hardcore lovers of this movie out there.
It's nowhere near as good as the first one, for sure.
It's very true.
Even though I like that they went to the urban jungle,
yeah,
the jungle feels like the Predator's natural habitat.
Yes, of course.
It really does.
And you just can't win against the first movie, so don't even try.
And the design of the Predator is a little different.
Tiny bit different.
Yeah, a little bit different in the face. But there's another pro.
Keep going.
Then you went to it's cool to go to the spaceship.
Yeah,
But-
I really enjoyed the design of the spaceship.
But why is there always dry ice?
Yeah, I wondered about the fog.
Yeah,
I
right.
thought, are we in Thriller now?
Yeah.
Is that where we are? Because
No.
was it not spooky enough without the fog?
No. Okay, so let's talk about the cons. Okay.
'Cause there's a few.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
My first problem, I don't want to jump into Predators right now, but these movies are almost the exact same length, Predator 2 and Predators.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think Predators is 1 minute longer, if I recall.
Wow.
I felt like this movie dragged in places. Like the plot doesn't move forward in the best way.
What do you think about Danny Glover?
I love him.
You do.
Yeah, there's very little about him that didn't work for me. He played his part well, and I thought he was enough of a tough guy to hang.
You know, I think he's a great actor, but I would love to see Arnold in this.
Yeah.
I think it would be better.
Actually, that's my one wish for this movie. That helicopter that's landing at the end of the movie when he comes out of that tunnel.
Dylan.
Dutch should have been on there.
Yeah.
He's like, so what did you see? Did you see anything cool?
The mandibles too. Did he try to kill you?
Did you get his phone number?
But here, you got to the chopper. Did you get his phone number?
Yeah, that was what I wanted.
So
but we didn't get
apparently
it.
they drew a lot from the comic book. There was a comic book where the Predator's in an urban jungle, and Dutch's brother, who's a cop, is searching for.
I mean,
for
it's
things.
kind of cool, I guess, but I like that they went with a completely new character.
No, yeah, it was okay. But here's another con. So the first one, we really cared about the characters a lot.
A lot, yes.
A lot. And I think
Not
that's
so much in this one.
I think that's what one is. It was a smaller cast, and that's the beauty I think about John McTiernan. I think he knew.
he gets all of he gets everything out of his actors.
And Carl Weathers is a really underrated actor.
There are people who don't like Carl Weathers.
No, but I'm saying like people would dismiss him, but he's a pretty good actor.
I'd put him in my movie.
And I think Arnold, despite what Matt thinks,
Oh, no.
Arnold is actually a good actor. But I think he just
Under the right conditions.
But I think he's gotten worse as an actor.
Oh, of course, I agree.
Like he suffers from the Harrison Ford school of acting.
He doesn't
phoning
care
it in,
anymore.
Yeah.
Just put the name on the check.
Get off my plane.
Yeah, just put the name on the check. We'll
Yeah.
be good.
Arnold.
Yeah. This movie,
You don't care about the characters as much.
I don't even remember their names.
Yeah, I don't either. I know Gary Busey's in it.
Yeah, I don't remember his character's name though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't either.
remember that that Nick Cage movie I told you I was watching the other day, Vampire's Kiss?
Yeah.
The girl that's in the office with Nick Cage is in this movie, and I was like, whoa.
What girl?
The lady cop that works with you don't remember the lady cop
In the office?
in Predator 2?
Oh, I think I'm about the
She's
show
in
The Office.
Vampire's Kiss.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I didn't
Yeah.
lead into that well.
No. Well, one cool thing you reminded me of something. They expanded on the Predator's rules a little bit. He doesn't kill anything that's pregnant.
Yeah,
And she was pregnant, and he left her be.
Oh my God! What a revelation!
He's got honor.
Yeah, it brings up some questions like, do they really see it as honor, or is it something else?
Or is it like hunters not allowed to kill does?
Yeah, Maybe there's rules.
Exactly, because you're not allowed. It's illegal.
Maybe
to
they
kill
have like
does.
cameras. They have body cams, and
Yeah.
like the alien society out there can see everything they do.
Well, they do probably, 'cause
It's like live TV. It's reality TV. That's what this is.
Exactly. What if the Predators planet has social problems like we have in like Twitter and Facebook and human lives matter too, or
It's mean to kill
Yeah.
humans. Don't do that.
I wonder if there is a different faction of Predators that are just very loving.
Where's the
and
scientist predators?
Exactly.
Who made all this technology? Not these brutes.
Do you think it'd be cool to see a Klingon in a Predator fight?
No,
I think Predator would win.
I think it's great that you think that, but they're two different universes.
Yeah.
Whoever writes it will decide the outcome.
Oh yeah.
It's like Superman fighting Batman. It's whoever you want to win.
That's true. That's true.
It's not worth discussing.
Okay, so more cons of Predator 2.
Do you think you said they have social problems? What if the Predator is like socially awkward and he has to like engage in pre-dating? Get it? Predator, where he has to like prepare for a date, get the flowers.
Yeah.
And he walks up to the girl and he's like, "Take it."
Oh man, I walked up to that one.
I'll be here all week. I won't leave, even if you ask me to.
Yeah, take it.
No, more cons.
She goes to him and goes, "You're one ugly motherfucker."
Oh, don't say those words.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
We gotta watch ourselves here.
We gotta watch ourselves. Kids might be watching.
That's true. You know what? We're gonna clean up our act.
Thank you.
Matt's gone, so half the swearing's gone.
Let's see. I don't have a sound effect for that.
Why?
Was that enough? Is that good? All right.
No. So another con.
I gotta say, I don't have too many more. It's a pretty good movie.
It's okay.
Actually, I have one more, and it's a specific moment. It's when the Predator's on the top of the building, and he's like, "Rah!" and he gets struck by lightning.
Yeah, what was with that?
It was just supposed to be cool, I guess.
To show him he's tough?
I guess it was I laughed out loud. It was pretty dumb. But I mean, I liked it because it was so dumb.
In that one, does it show him pull the spine off of someone, or that's the first one?
They do it in all the movies.
Okay, so it was the first one he did it with Billy, because that was Billy's trophy.
Yeah.
But Billy's afraid.
They do it pretty. They show it in pretty close detail in Predators. They do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another bad one.
Give it to me.
The Three Stooges breaking the wall in the
apartment.
In the apartment.
Oh, that was great! I love that.
So bad. He runs out of there like, and
the wall breaks in a very rectangular fashion.
Yeah, I mean, but he runs out of there like. Go!
Oh, I'm hurt now.
Like E.T. running from the police.
It
didn't.
It was so ridiculous that I thought there was no other way to do that. Yeah. You know,
it's like, Larry, there's a robber in here. Oh, honey.
I think the director might have known how dumb it looked and was like, we have to do it this way.
So apparently, that scene is the lady goes up to the Predator's fighting Danny Glover, and Danny Glover cut his arm off at one point, right?
Yeah, with the disc.
This is before he.
That's how he stopped the nuke from going off.
Yeah. Think about it. Predators are not honorable. Like, they're big babies. When they lose, they can't lose. You know,
they don't lose with dignity.
No,
they have to blow themselves up.
Yeah,
it's like turning the Nintendo off before the other guy wins. He's like, no, nobody won. It's over.
No,
don't be that kid, kids.
Yeah, that was one bad part. Some of the ship. It was cool that they went into the ship, but I don't know if I liked the design. I know you liked it, the design.
I liked that it was kind of organic.
Yeah.
It highlights how they're kind of, what do you call it? Primordial.
And tribal.
Yeah.
They changed the design in the Alien vs. Predator movies.
What I did like, I mean, this is crossing into the other movie, but I did like that they carried on the little design motif from the ship on into the next movie when you see the little pillars and stuff. But that's diverging.
All right, let's talk about the pros for Predators.
Well, do you think we should give Predator 2 a rating out of 10 first? I mean, do you think that's necessary?
Should we do that after we do the pros for Predator, like at the very end there?
Is that you being like, we should, but I'm going to ask you?
I'm asking. I'm just asking you.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
This is a democracy.
That's fine.
Not a republic. All right.
Pros of Predators.
Pros of Predators.
Is it necessarily a pro that they go back to the forest, or is that just derivative?
You know, we can rate. Let's rate
Predator.
So? I'm thinking about the because the drama of what we're gonna rate this one. So let's rate Predator 2.
Okay, I would give it a out of 10. That's really tough. I'm floating between 6 and 7. Probably a 6.
I would probably say the same.
Yeah,
It's not great, but it's not
it's a good time.
It's not an incompetent movie. It's just not a great movie like the first one.
And there's nothing about it that's completely terrible.
No, there's nothing like, oh my God, why did Spider-Man be emo? You know, like there's
yeah,
nothing
that
like,
was on purpose.
there's nothing like that. That it just wasn't.
It wasn't earth-shattering.
There wasn't this dance scene. Actually,
they could have used that.
Yeah,
the dance scene was in Spider-Man 3.
No, they put some time and effort to it. Just, I think, just the characters were not as we didn't care about them as much.
Yeah, that was the critical failing of the movie.
There was I guess there was swearing that just didn't make sense.
Yeah, they went way out of their way to say naughty words.
Yeah, and it was like Bob Saget.
Bob Saget stand up.
It's like, well, words are important. I'm not against that.
A well-placed swear is good, I guess.
But sometimes no swears is more clever.
Curveball.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the pros of Predators. Predators.
Okay. As I said before, they return to the forest. Is that a good thing? Do you think so?
If I were the king of the forest.
Because I'm torn.
I'm torn too. I
like it.
I do. It gets to my happy place of what I feel like Predator is.
So we'll call it a pro.
We'll call
it's tugging on the nostalgia strings.
We'll call it a pro, but I also think it could be a con too, and I'll save that. It's a pro.
Okay. It is a pro.
It's a pro. Two things can be true at once.
Yeah, that's true. 2 + 2, 4. 2 + 2, also 5, in case you didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Mathematicians
see.
here.
I like the cast of characters. That's one of my main pros. They're not like the best characters, but I like the actors who play them.
Yeah, they gave it a sincerity. It's not as goofy as Predator
far
2.
less goofy. Yeah. In fact, I don't know if it was goofy enough. If it was to be in keeping.
Gosh.
But I like all the characters, even though I can't remember their names. Well, most of them don't have names.
No, I don't think they really.
Yeah, you just have Royce and the girl's name, who she says at the end, and I forget. And then you have Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Yeah. What was her name?
I don't know.
It was some very basic name.
So I like that they returned to. So in this particular one, I like that they tried to do another breed of predators, like more hybrid ones that are bigger.
Yeah.
Faster. They look different.
A warring faction.
They look different though, and I don't know if I liked that they tried to make it different, but I didn't like the look of them.
I wasn't in love with the big one's look.
But they kept the original one, and that one was closer to the original Predator.
Yeah.
They probably use the same mold.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, I like that one, the original one that they had.
The way the suit works for the original design in this one, I was a big fan.
I think a pro. I like that they tried to do something different with it. I like that they revealed it on a different planet. I like that they had the Predator's dogs.
That was really cool.
So they had these Predator dogs.
Expanding on the lore a little bit, how they hunt.
They were actually CGI, but they looked pretty good, I thought.
Some of the shots were a little lackluster, but some of them were extremely good. It was kind of a mixed bag.
There was another alien race that they were hunting too.
Yeah, it's on screen for like 2 seconds.
Which I think was a bad mistake. I think they should have had them in there too. It would have been a more interesting movie where they're intermixed with all of them and they're all trying to survive, these alien race.
I bet they wanted to.
Oh, it would have been a cooler movie, I think.
It might have been like very complicated and expensive. And Naughty Dog, or not Naughty Dog, whoever, Troublemaker Studios, they don't have a lot of money.
I don't remember, but the design of the other ones, the other creatures, but were they not a take on the original Predator design?
You might be right.
I don't remember. Let me look that up while you talk about more pros.
Those extra alien creatures, they kind of looked like who was the bad guy in Infinity Wars? No, not Infinity Wars. The second Marvel. What was that second bad Marvel movie?
Age of Ultron?
Ultron. They looked like Ultron to me. Thank you for saving me.
Maybe that's one. Maybe they didn't, but that would have been better if they used.
It would have been a neat little nod.
Okay, I see. This is what they look like.
Yeah. Can you hold it up to the camera?
Yeah. They're not that very good looking. They're forgettable.
Yeah, they are forgettable. Oh no, it's not focusing. Look at that. I love it.
Yeah. We're now taken down off of
Yeah, that's a copyrighted image, dude. What were you thinking?
We were infringed.
Now we're in trouble.
No, but I wish that they should have had other species working together. That would have been cool to expand the lore.
Yeah.
I liked it came at a time where they wanted to separate themselves from the Alien versus Predator stuff.
Yeah, and I think they did a good
job.
And
I think it was refreshing. I saw it in theaters, and I thought, man, this is great.
For such a nostalgia grab, it was refreshing.
Yeah, I thought, you know what, this is great. It's his own thing. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought that the ship those scenes where he's the scenes with Lawrence Fishburne using the technology was a fun idea. It was
very interesting. He had like a samurai get-up going. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought it was shot very well. I thought it was...
In places, it was extremely good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good story, a good script.
For such a simple story, they made it work.
All right. There's really not much to talk about in this one. I mean, it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of a retread of the first movie, but with some new bells and whistles. And,
well, let's talk about the cons.
Okay. It just kind of made me angry to see Royce's character being so gruff and a loner all the time.
It does.
Like, yeah, we get it. You don't like people.
Yeah. And another con with him is this came around the same time as Dark Knight, I believe.
I
think around
2010?
Yeah, Dark Knight came out in 2009.
2008, I believe.
Yeah, so it was around that time, and you know, the Christian Bale Batman, and he had the Christian Bale like Batman.
Well, if they'd overdubbed Christian Bale with his voice, it would have been better because he did a better Batman voice.
Yeah, I think it was not. I think if it was a different actor, not that Adrian Brody did a bad job, but
he did a good job.
But an Arnold Schwarzenegger type actor, a really bad, you know, mamma jamma.
At least they buffed. Like Adrian Brody is a tiny man. Like, I'm sure he's tall, but he's kind of lanky. They buffed him up a bit for this movie, so at least good on him for that.
Yeah, but I want to see, like...
He was skinny muscular.
You know, what's his name? Jason Statham? How do you say his name? Statham. Would have been an interesting choice.
Yeah,
maybe.
But he's kind of short.
Yeah. Who's a good action guy that you would use?
Why don't you just suggest a mountain? You suggest that for everything else.
No, you got to have someone who can carry a film.
I'm sure he could with all that bicep
Jason
mass.
Statham wouldn't be a good choice.
Maybe not.
The Rock wouldn't be
Jason
good.
Statham's too hammy.
You need someone who's a newcomer but a big action star. The movie's not about them. It's about... Well, I don't know, like, because the first one's awesome because Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it. So
yeah.
So that gave it some pub. Let's see, who would have been a better cast for this loner guy?
I'm not sure. I thought Adrian Brody worked. At least for me.
I think it could have been someone who...
It could have been better. Anything could be better.
Yeah,
but it works for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who would be a good character. But Topher Grace, you didn't like him.
Not at all.
No, why?
I don't like Topher Grace.
Can you unpack that?
Topher Grace is stupid. I don't like his acting. And in fact, the way the character unfolds is it's too much all at once at the end. They should have thrown in some more hints in there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you watch it later on, it's like, oh, okay. But it's still not enough. It happens all at once, and he gets that weird look in his eyes at the very end. It's like, you could have hinted a little more.
The part where he bends down and starts praying, saying, God, please kill Spider-Man. Please kill Peter Parker.
That's our second Spider-Man 3 reference.
Yeah. I didn't like that part.
No.
But
I like the idea that they put a guy in there that's... You don't know what he is until the end, but I just don't like the execution.
Yeah, you said it all at once, but I kind of saw it coming.
I'm not saying I didn't see it coming.
Now you're changing your story, boy.
I'm trying to say they didn't do a good job unveiling it. It happens all at once, and it's like, I guess that's scary.
Yeah. Are we still talking about pros or cons?
What they needed to do... We're talking about cons here.
Cons.
What they needed to do was show, like, because at the end, he's like, oh, I'm one of them. I'm one of the predators. I'm bad. I should be with them.
So that would have been interesting.
They should have showed his admiration for them sooner.
You know, they should have done that, but they also should have done, like, be a funny joke. Like, he identifies as a predator.
I'm predator-kin.
I'm a predator.
I mean, they do that.
Yeah. It's me, fellas.
I'm one of you.
Uh-huh.
And then the predator is Red Foreman.
As much as I liked Lawrence Fishburne, I kind of got annoyed by him. He was
I mean,
trying.
yeah.
It made sense to his character. He tried to.
I thought he was a little too chunky for having been on his own without much food.
Yeah.
What happened to you after the Matrix, man? You used to be so fit.
Yeah. He's got a big head.
He's got a big head.
He has like the Matrix was it for him. He didn't really do much.
He was in Searching for Bobby Fischer. If you haven't heard,
Where is Bobby Fischer? I don't know. One thing's
good
for
movie.
sure.
We should review that sometime.
Bobby Fischer's missing.
I gotta say, I have trouble putting my finger on some of the things I don't like about this movie. I like it fine. In fact,
Yeah,
I thought it was good.
Okay, so the con that I say that two things can be true at once is that it was just a rehash of the original. It was basically they had the original. They had logs flying and
Pro, it's in the forest. Con, it's in the forest again.
yeah, and I think, but it's not just the forest. It's like some of the stuff they did. They said some of the same lines. It was not like the jungle was not that. Because this came around, like, Avatar came out a year before, right? So this came around, because Avatar came out in 2009. So,
Has it been that long?
yeah, so they actually tried to make their jungle a little bit different, you know? So
different.
like, they shot in real location, which was cool, but
I believe it was, what was the forest shot in? Because I know parts of this movie were shot in Texas.
The original one was in Mexico, wasn't it? Places in Mexico?
Oh, I mean this one.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's Texas as well.
Well, look it up. I can look it up.
No, I'll look it up.
Okay.
You looked it up last
So
time.
no, I think some of the con for that is like, you know, it's the same problems what we have with the new Star Wars movies, where can we do anything original? You know?
Yeah, it's like a catch-22.
It is like because that's some people's argument for
You
the
won't
Last
make
Jedi
anyone happy.
and the Force Awakens, but I think you can still do something different, but still not pissing off the fan base. But
Case in point, Predator 2.
Predators, they tried to do it, making a different planet, but they should have made it much of a different planet. They should have made it more
Well, it was
alien.
a nice reveal that
It
they
is.
didn't know.
It is, but that is cool. But it should be more alien.
Maybe they shouldn't. Maybe they could have stumbled upon a different biome, and it's like completely different to Earth.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. By the way, Predators was mostly shot. The exteriors are in Hawaii.
Oh,
It's a good shooting location.
it is very good. I was surprised there was no raptors. No, I thought it was shot well. It's fine. I enjoyed it.
It's a good romp.
Yeah, it's just not memorable as like the first one. Like there's nothing.
Well, we're not discussing the first one, are we?
No, I'm just saying like.
Is it as memorable as Predator 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Let's see.
For me, it's a pretty even split on which one is memorable.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty.
That was why I was afraid to do this, because I like them both pretty equally.
Yeah, well, I if I'm true to myself, I know which one I would choose.
Save it. We
I
might
will.
have more cons.
We might have more cons. I didn't like the Predator design. Oh, here's one big con I didn't
Give
like.
it to me.
All right. And this is why I like the first one and the second one more. In terms of this particular, not overall,
Yeah.
but in terms of this particular aspect of it, and made Danny Glover and Arnold Schwarzenegger that much, whoa. They were easy to kill, these Predators.
Yeah, I mean that's Aliens for you.
It's true, and Alien and Lawrence Fishburne already killed two, you know?
Yeah.
So it was easy to kill them.
And there's lots of ways to look at that. Like maybe the one in the first movie was one of the better hunters.
One of the best.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But it's also from a screenwriting standpoint, if you make them all that hard to kill, the movie drags.
No, but you're right. But comparably to the originals, it's like
the power levels did drop.
They're vulnerable, but they're still like they're not the stupid dinosaurs in Jurassic Park where you shoot them a million times and nothing happens. There's no consistency in bullets. Apparently,
I mean, they do absorb some bullets in this movie in Predators.
But
yeah.
But the guy, like the sword fight part,
Yeah,
that was a cool sequence.
very cool sequence.
But he died so easy by that. Like I don't think
he did slice him pretty deep.
it is, but I don't think a Predator would have died. I did like the cutting of his head at the end. That one Predator, that was kind of a cool shot.
Where Royce brutalizes
Yeah.
the big one.
Yeah,
That was really well done. I like that fight with the fire and everything. They bring back the mud, even though it doesn't really work. because he doesn't have a very thick coat on. Well, the mud wouldn't work in the first place, like if we're being real,
Why is that?
because it's just not thick enough, and plus the mud will get hot because it's touching you. Yeah. But they throw the fire in,
You
and
totally
that makes...
retconned the
I'm
original
sorry.
Predator. I hate it. It's terrible. It's not. Get it out of the. Get it out of the.
It's
Hall
not
of Fame.
realistic. We can't watch
Get it
it
out of the Hall
anymore.
of Fame. Oh God. Oh geez.
I'm just saying it's it's a good. That was a good last fight.
Oh. Yeah, it was a good last fight. It's just Adrian Brody. I think that was the biggest con for me. So yeah, I think that
He grew on me. I'll just say that.
But I didn't care about these characters either.
I cared more, but still not very much.
No, yeah, because they didn't reveal much about them. I think Matt would make a good point here, saying there was no character development.
Well, there really wasn't a lot. I mean, Royce goes through a bit of an arc. The guy from the cowboy show, I forget his name. The guy who was gonna be executed. He goes through a tiny bit of an arc. I can see that you're having fun there.
Yes.
There are tiny arcs. They're just not amazing arcs.
Yes. But you need a big arc so that all the animals in the world can go onto it so that they can survive the flood.
Okay, let me just play my laughs. Okay, that was good. I loved it.
So do you think that there are any more cons?
No, but I have one more pro.
One more pro.
I forgot it.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Royce cutting down the predator who was tied up and him helping him get on the ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a nice little team up.
Then they blow it up.
Yeah, then they blow it up. Hope's dashed.
Blow it all to hell. And it was. I didn't like the ending because it was very like.
It was very open-ended.
Well, open-ended, but like, oh god, he's gonna fight more. You know?
Well, it's the never-ending struggle, man.
I
I wouldn't say I loved the ending, but I thought it was appropriate because sometimes you don't get the happy ending.
No.
But I will
Especially
say
when
that
you're
it's
immersed in
10 out of 10 ending because they end on Long Tall Sally. That was good. When that happened in the theater, I was like, yes!
Yeah.
They did it!
All right, so I think we should take a vote.
Take a vote.
Okay, so what do you give a rating for Predator 2?
I also... Matt says, what about the character development?
We talked about
reading the comments. Yeah, we talked about it.
We just talked about it, Matt. There's bad character development. No arcs.
Yeah, Brody was
In
goofy.
both of them. But you're right. And there's more character development in this one
Just still not a lot.
than 2.
Yeah.
Just that much.
It's just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
If I was to give Predators a rating, I think 7's too high, but I want to
Predators or Predator 2?
Predators.
Okay.
I think 7's too high, but 6 is maybe a little too low. I think, yeah, give it a 6. I mean, it's not an amazing movie. It's just fun.
I got a 6.5.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was good.
I just don't like to give half ratings.
I like it to give half ratings.
Okay.
I gave you a point.
Should we rate whether or not we should be giving half ratings?
What do you think, Matt?
You're not here, but we need you.
We need you.
No, yeah, I pretty much agree with that rating.
I think so too. Okay, so even though I rated it higher than the Predator 2.
Oh, no, that's the wrong camera.
Oh.
Sorry.
Even though I rated higher than Predator 2, I can still change. I can still say which one's better. You know what I mean? In terms of
Oh yeah, preference.
There's nuances. So I'll go last. But what do you think? Because you rate them the same.
Pretty much the same.
What?
I'm very torn.
Which Predator gets the gun?
Gets the gun?
Yeah.
This has been tough. I've been wrestling with it all day. Because like there's so much to like about both, and I had to pick a couple of criteria to settle on this. And one of the criteria is rewatchability.
Okay.
And I feel that Predators is more rewatchable for me.
Predators.
Yes.
Is that the new one?
Yeah. I enjoyed the way that the plot moves. The pacing's pretty good. There's no lulls. It moves at a decent clip, and there's lots of cool stuff going on.
Okay.
And other than that, I like the team up that they do at the end. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it wasn't much of a team up, but it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. In a way, that's a character arc, Matt.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. We should have a a little intro about character arcs, and it's like
And
Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah. They're arc welding.
I'm going to have to agree with you.
Really? I am surprised.
Yes, because I really enjoyed. Like I remember the feeling I had when I got out of the theater, and I actually am curious to watch it again and again. I love Predator 2, but man, it's just parts of Predator 2 I would watch.
Yeah, it's like one of those movies where you skip a scene here.
Yeah,
and
it's
there.
like
Still a very good movie.
good movie, but I can't watch that.
And
again.
when I was watching Predators, I was fully prepared to skip scenes, and I didn't.
Got engrossed.
I got engrossed.
Yeah,
Especially with Danny Trejo.
yeah.
He was a good addition.
That was a good scene too. You know.
Yeah, with where he was bait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really thought it out more. So I think Predators is better than Predator 2
but not by much.
by this
It's-
much.
it's a ve-
by this much.
By this much.
There are things in Predator 2 that I like that they tried to do something different.
Yeah.
Didn't succeed as much.
I wonder if Matt's chimed in.
What are you saying, Chime Boy?
He has not chimed in.
He's chimed
We'll
out.
wait.
What do you think, Matt?
We've already asked him that. Continue.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's even seen any of these two.
He hasn't?
No.
I'm going to leave a comment.
Say something.
I'm going to leave a comment as us. How could you not see these,
What is
Matt?
What is I can't.
Shinaraku.
Shinaraku think? What do you think?
He
Shinaraku?
thought Adrian Brody was goofy enough.
Okay. What movie does he think is good?
I wonder.
If he's listening,
We're going to wait in dead
We're-
silence.
we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. And dead, they probably are. They're
Is
all,
that the...
they're all gone.
Are you doing the Dawson's Creek?
I want to wait till it's coming. So we're gonna go ahead with the show instead.
Oh, I love it.
Comment what you think is your favorite Predator movie of these two is.
And alternately, you can leave a comment after the video.
Yeah, that's what I'm
is,
saying.
is
Yeah.
done.
So we're curious to know what you think. Smash that like button.
Yeah, because we could be wrong.
Yeah, audience.
We're frequently wrong.
Lots of times. So no, I agree with you. Part of the problem I have with it is the rehashing, but part of the thing I like is that it's in the jungle again. So I can't wait to see the new one now. We're not going to do a.
I'm worried about the new one.
Well, apparently Matt liked it.
If he liked it, I'll go see
He did,
it.
but
I trust his opinion.
But maybe we can do like a quick what we
like
thought
a quick
of it.
nod to it.
Yeah,
maybe?
I think so.
I don't think it needs a whole video.
No, I think we just do like a little 5-minute segment of all three of us. Yeah, that's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not over analyzing it. Just
What's to analyze?
Just so we can wrap it up. You know what I mean? And then I don't know what we're gonna do next week.
I suppose Matt knows.
Matt,
He's still not commenting.
he's not even watching us anymore.
Oh my god, it's all falling apart.
I don't know. Oh, my reality.
I love you, Ben.
Okay, so we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do next week. We're not doing Predator, the Predator. God, they can't
Dumb name.
yeah. How about
Predators was a stretch.
why don't they call it Predators? Predator 4.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's
I'm not against numbered titling.
No.
It's like I said, Predators was a stretch.
Our Predatize.
Perfect. Somebody call
they're
up
like,
Fox.
You know, with their ties.
No,
so,
they have a button that ties it, and then it's just like.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
I think this is all we got. Thank you for watching.
I'm surprised we went as long as we did.
I am too, but there's like 10 minutes of that no one even heard.
No, it was like 3 minutes.
Okay,
it wasn't that bad.
Okay, so join us next time. I think we're gonna do it next Thursday. I think I have something going on Wednesday.
We don't do this on Wednesdays.
We don't do it on Wednesdays anymore.
We always do it on Thursday.
I thought we did it on Wednesdays.
No, we do Thursday, man.
Oh, okay.
Glad to know that you're here.
Okay.
Do you show up here Wednesday and?
I thought we did it on Wednesdays.
No.
Yeah.
Where is the time gone? We're all working too hard.
All right, so that's our show. Da 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 da.
Sorry, I didn't hit it fast enough.